Hello, this is Darla Ledoux. I am your host for the Sourced Work Lighter Challenge that's happening starting next week, Monday, September 27th. This 5-day challenge is designed to support you in making your transformational business more fun, more joyful, and ultimately less heavy. Have you ever noticed that when you get into the work of transformation, which is really supporting someone in shifting an awareness, creating a new awareness that creates a permanent shift in how they show up for life, right? So like a big deal. The work you do with your clients is life-changing. Like they get the transformation forever, right? So it's a big deal. And have you ever noticed that when we make something a really big deal, sometimes it can feel really heavy? Well, the Work Lighter Challenge is about to change all of that. And I'm going to share a little bit about the premise of how your business can go from feeling heavy or burdensome or like a grind to working lighter, to having more fun, more play, and more joy. Or in my case, perhaps you know that this Work Lighter Challenge was actually rescheduled from a couple weeks ago. I was diagnosed with COVID and I really had a lot of the symptoms of brain fog, of being tired, chest congestion, the various things. And it was really, I learned so much about my energy and how I normally show up for life as compared to how I was showing up for life with this diminished capacity. And I really learned a lot about energy and potency and why I am able to work lighter. So even though I would have loved to get you the information a couple weeks ago, it's actually going to be so much more fun next week with these lessons I've learned through navigating COVID and being in my business, right? So the first thing I want you to know is I was able to work incredibly lightly, in other words, not at all, for a couple of weeks because of the way I navigate my business, which I'm going to talk to you about in our challenge. So if you would love to know that, hey, if you step away from your business for a time period, step away from your clients, that you have a business that's totally self-supporting, that you have clients that are going to love you, taking space for you, and be totally ready when you're back, we're going to talk about how to make that happen in the Work Lighter Challenge. But here's the key to working lighter. Working lighter comes from working in your potency. That means that when you're showing up, you're showing up. When you're showing up, it really matters. And there's one distinction that I've been talking about that we're going to dive deeper into next week that allows you to be your most potent self. And that is understanding what I call your sourced magic. Specifically, understanding how your inner knowing works through you. Because your inner knowing, your sourced magic is going to let you know when, where, and how to show up. And it's going to allow you to be the most tapped in, tuned in, and present when you do show up, so that your energy and your beingness and your teaching and all of that is the most potent it can be. And when it's potent, right, you need less of it. If I think about, some of the supplements I've been taking over the last few weeks, right, the more potent it is, the less you need. The more potent you are, the less time you need to have an impact. And we're going to dive into some of the mechanics of this in the 5-day challenge next week. So if this sounds like exactly what you're here for, I want you to make sure that you have blocked out the time. It's first thing in the morning. It is 7 a.m. Pacific time. It is 10 a.m. Eastern time. We'll do a 30-minute lesson each morning. So mark your calendars. It is going to be worth showing up live for. And if you miss a lesson, you will get the recording rather quickly. So Be sure to join the Facebook group because at least one of your challenge assignments is going to involve showing up in the Facebook group. So get yourself over there, and I look forward to spending the week with you. This is Darla Ledoux, founder of Sourced, happily back online and ready to work lighter together.